do, you're gonna familiarize your fake pseudonym.
Right.
So, Mare, your Imperial identification, it comes up with like your face and everything. Like, it's very professionally done. Like, you can't tell the difference between this and a real fucking badge. Comes up with you being called Captain Dio Pisa. Or maybe that's
Pisa.
It might be pronounced Pisa, actually.
I'm not sure.
I'll go pizza.
Okay, it's spelled pizza. Good. OT, yours pops up with.
Oh. You cut out.
Yours. You're called Leon Iono.
Right, that's so much better than my actual name.
I did have the benefit of coming up with these in my spare time.
Right.
And just so you know, Gully, he's called Milo Saga.
Right.
Milo Saga.
I'm just going to point out as a side note as the GM, make sure you get each other's names correct when you're in the Imperial base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name, Caster, again?
Leon Iono.
Okay. I write them on the back of my hand.
Wow, good, yeah.
That's just such a fucking stupid idea.
There's nothing more suspicious than having your colleague's name written on your hands.
He's got his own name written on his hands.
Yeah. Captain do pizza. You just catch me like writing it on my hand.
I'm gonna lean over and be like, well, that's a great idea. Fucking Lars. Maybe not like visibly so everyone else can see it. Maybe write it on the inside of your hand.
I look at
so
him,
it can be easily hidden.
I look at him deadpan, like he's really stupid, and then I without breaking eye contact, I slowly put on the gloves that I wear all the time.
Right. Okay. So it's fucking useless.
I like how Mare has the highest intelligence stat possible, and yet is RPing with like he's a fucking idiot. Is there anything else you'd like to do in the 12-hour hyperspace available to you?
Can I like run a scan on this section of space and like get a better idea of what kind of crap is around here?
Sure. So you've just come kind of like the outer rim, heading to what is quite firmly under Imperial control. So you're heading 12 hours warp speed. Not warp speed, that's Star Trek. Hyperspeed into the Imperial Empire.
Right. Okay. Am I aware of like other like lots of ships being around and stuff like that?
No, because you're in light speed.
Okay. Cool.
Wake
apart
me
from
up
that,
when we get there.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to
just leave him on the shuttle.
Gully, wake me up when we get there.
I'm going to like tap Gully on the shoulder and just be like hand across the deck and be like,
I won't tolerate insubordination.
Okay. I'm just going to stay at the controls and make sure we don't fucking die.
Okay. 12 hours passes then. Give me a OT.
What roll? You cut out.
A luck roll, please.
Okay, that's a good stat. I rolled a 5.
You fall asleep about 2 hours.
Ah, shit.
Your headache's just like too much. You fall asleep.
I need a power nap.
Next thing you know, there's quite a loud like sort of static noise as like the Vox sort of the chatter from the radio comes in. Come in, Lambda class, come in.
I'll snap to. I'm at the controls, I guess, so I'll answer the comm. I'll just be like, Lambda class, checking in.
What the hell are you playing at? You falling asleep at the...
You can't prove that.
Yeah, the guy rolls his eyes in such a way that you...
Okay.
And then he goes, can you provide me with today's Imperial identification code, or we're gonna fucking open fire on you.
Yeah, I've got it right here. Just give me a second. It's in my spare uniform.
Oh my god.
These bloody out of town jokers. And then the Vox cuts off.
Right. Do we know the code?
Yeah, you got given it by the pirates.
Okay. I'm just asleep unless one of you's woken me up.
Okay, I'm now going to bend to practicality, and I am going to wake up the other two if they're not awake.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, they wake up.
So I'll be like, we've arrived at the location. They're asking for the code. Are you guys ready?
Gully nods.
Let's do this shit.
Okay. I feel like we need to lower the energy before we go in.
I feel like Mare needs to go to the toilet before you go in. He's just been asleep for fucking 10 hours.
Yeah.
He woke up with a wet patch. It's fine.
Good.
Right. So, okay, in that case, if they're as ready as they're going to be, I'm going to walk over to the controls and say, I've got the code right here, and then give them the code.
Transmit it over then.
And I'll go beep, boop, 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 and I'll put the code in.
Okay, Lambda class, we're guiding you into hangar. Over.
Okay, and I'll as smoothly as I can and flying as non-suspiciously as possible, I'll just guide us in.
Like fly walking out of the supermarket having not bought anything.
It's like the ship's like tiptoeing into the hangar.
Good. Someone's watched Family Guy. So we you fly casual, you dock in hangar 3.
Yeah.
It's on the surface of this nice planet. It's a kind of luscious green kind of. It's not really like a forest world as such, but it's it's a nice kind of agricultural planet. On your way in, by the way, you notice that in orbit as you were heading into land, there's this really large modified Acclimator class ship that's in orbit.
Right. Okay.
And you saw as you were heading into hangar 3 as the class heavy cargo shuttle taking off from the planet and sort of flying up in its direction.
Okay. So the Acclimator is like the one Moff Gideon has, isn't it? It's not like a Star Destroyer. It's like a fairly big one.
It's like an old Clone Wars frigate but it's been modified. So they've taken out all the weaponry. They've just converted it into a massive cargo ship.
Okay. So have we landed?
Yeah, you've landed.
Okay. I'm gonna look around the hangar before we do anything.
What, you're just gonna go and examine the hangar?
No. I'm not gonna get out and walk around the edge of the hangar. I'm gonna stay in the ship and look out.
Look through the window, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's a large hangar. Got several TIE fighters installed in the roof, ready to go.
Yeah.
There's about 10 stormtroopers kind of marching around at various different points. There's about 3 different exits out of the hangar going in 3 different directions, all of them kind of facing away from where you flew in. And there's a big command sort of post in a semicircular shape on a higher level with glass looking out over the hangar.
Okay. I mean, I guess we can't stay in here too long, or we'll maybe arouse suspicion.
Yeah, it would be a bit odd if you were to just remain in the shuttle.
So remind me, as my character has far more intelligence than I do. The shuttle that's transporting the heavy, fucking whatever you called it, the cargo ship that's carrying stuff from the planet.
Yeah.
So that's ferrying presumably explosives, right?
Yeah, various heavy weaponry and explosives.
Okay. Which ship is it out of the 2 that you mentioned that we're meant to be changing the destination of?
The massive Acclimator class ship. Your character's intelligence put 2 together and the ship that they're going to be hijacking.
Nice.
Okay. Fantastic. And how might a smuggler who's very intelligent go about doing that? That you said the two people that we're going to meet already know that we're coming, but I've forgotten what our role exactly is in relation to them.
In your heads, the fucking second in command's voice rings out. It's very fucking.
I'm getting like flashbacks.
It's like a flashback.
I'm like wiping quite anxiously across my face.
In the film, your character's hearing. Find the hangar. You go to the command center. You change the shipment location. Get the hell out of there. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Command center. Change the location of the shipment. Leave. Cool. Okay.
I reckon we've got to leave
right,
the
boy.
ship. We've been fucking faffing around.
Let's walk in here like we own this shit.
Okay.
Lower the doors. I say to Gully.
Gully's doing it. Okay.
Well, you're on the pilot seat, aren't you?
I've exited the pilot seat.
Okay,
now.
right.
I'm ready to leave.
Gully hits the button. The little smoke, and then it touches down.
Okay.
I think we've just got to walk down.
We walk out and towards the fucking exit for the hangar, like we own it.
Oh, we're so fucked.
As you walk down, two stormtroopers stand to attention and salute you.
I salute back and continue.
They continue about their job.
Yeah.
I'll just follow Lars for now, I think, as would be procedure.
Yeah, and Gully brings up the rear.
Nice.
Cool. We head to the nearest door to exit the hangar.
Sure, you reach the door. There's a guy stood there. He looks pretty bored. He's paying a massive amount of attention. The space independent is open in front of him, and he's having a good old read.
Is he? What rank is he?
He's like a private. He's not very important.
And I'm a captain.
Yeah.
Standard attention, private. I shout him.
He quickly, in one slick movement, you can tell he's done this before. It's as if there never was a space paper. It's just suddenly disappeared.
Nice.
And he is standing to attention. Sir, yes, sir.
I say, open the damn doors and pay attention.
Sir, we need you to scan in, standard procedure. If you could just put your ID in front of the scanner, and then you'll just need to present.
I know the procedure, boy. And I walk over to the fucking.
It's worth noting you don't know the procedure, so maybe having people tell you the procedure would be useful.
I waited for him to tell me enough about it.
Mayor, could you roll me an intelligence check?
Oh,
okay.
Here we go. This is where it comes in, club.
It's a 5. Oh!
So you've got your ID chip, and you're like trying to push it in. It's a bit like
it's backwards. It's in backwards.
It's a bit like a USB, and you've got it upside down. And the private goes, "Sir, I think you might have it upside down."
I take my glasses out and pretend that I wasn't wearing them, and then I put my glasses on, and then I'm like, "Oh yes, well spotted," and I turned around.
A little screen pops up, and a little sort of receptacle emerges from the desk now that you've put your ID chip in.
A receptacle emerges.
Yeah. You interrupted the guy before he finished explaining what you had to do.
Shit. I look at Gully.
Okay. I'm going to distract the guard because this is, firstly, it's embarrassing, and second, might get us killed. So
how do you distract him?
I'm going to engage with conversation. I'll be like, actually, how close is my rank to his? I'm wondering how I can relate to him.
Oh, you're a Commodore, so you have a you're like a unofficial captain, so you're not actually the rank of captain.
Okay.
But, you have command of a ship if a captain isn't present.
Okay, so I'll roll my eyes a bit and just be like, oh, officers, hey, but under my voice.
You are an officer. I should just point out.
No, but okay.
Okay.
Senior command.
The private doesn't make any kind of grin because he's worried that he's going to be shouted at by this quite clearly incompetent idiot in front of him again.
Okay, but is he like at least distracted? Like, my goal is not to like make friends with this guy, but it's to distract him.
He isn't exactly paying attention to Mayor. His attention's
as a smuggler, I feel like I should know what this is.
Give me another intelligence roll.
Oh shit.
It's a 4.
Brilliant. You're a fucking idiot. You're literally an idiot.
Okay,
I'm literally as intelligent as I was allowed to be.
You're not exactly sure what it's there to do, but you know it's a scanner. You just don't know what it needs to scan.
By it. And then my thumb.
So it scans your eye, and a little robot voice goes, "Captain Dio Pisa."
That's right. That's me.
Okay.
And I'll under my voice to the private, I'll just be like, "Oh, fucking took him long enough, didn't it?"
The private does give you kind of a weak grin this time when he feels like Mayor isn't looking.
Okay.
The door open?
Your turn, Commodore.
I'll repeat the same charade that Dupisa has gone through.
Yeah, the little computer goes, "Welcome." I've forgotten your name.
Commodore Ino.
Leon.
That was it. Welcome, Commodore Leon Ino. Gully steps up, does the same thing. Welcome, Sergeant Milo Sager. The private says, "Thank you, sirs," and then he pushes a button and the doors slide open.
I won't give the guy a wave, but I'll give him like a nod, and then I'll walk off into whatever lies in store.
He nods back at you, and as soon as Mayor is out of shot, the newspaper's real.
Nice.
Of course it is. Right, we continue. Presumably, there's a
corridor,
a lift somewhere, or what we're seeing.
It's a big long corridor. There's a couple doors on either side. There's a door at the end. There's a sign up on the wall.
Oh, I'll stop and read the sign.
Yeah. So about 5 lines down, it reads Logistical Command Center, 5th floor.
Okay. Does it say what floor we're on?
Yeah, it says that you're currently on the 1st floor.
Right, okay. We need to look for a lift or something, don't we? Or some stairs.
The space stairs.
Presumably, like it's like
space escalator.
Well, a lot of I don't know. I feel like it should be obvious, no? Like the way to traverse the ship in the same way that when you walked into a house, you sort of know where the stairs are. No, maybe. Is that just a really weird comparison?
Do you want to give me an intelligence roll?
Fucking hell. Maybe I'll actually win one of these. I got a 3 this time.
Yeah. You kind of think to yourself that the reasonable design would be to put the lift at the end, right, of the corridor and like the other lit rooms. Okay. So you can walk down to the end of the corridor and check that door.
Okay, let's go to the lifts. I think they're at the end.
I'll follow along.
We march down the corridor.
I'll occasionally just like have a quick look behind us, just in case there's anybody like around.
Stop looking so dodgy.
Fuck off. No. Like I'm pretty fucking stressed. Like I still don't really know who I am. I've only been awake for like 16 hours. Like I'm pretty wired.
You should have had a nap on the ship like me.
One of us had to keep us out of the... Well, actually, no, I fell asleep as well, so I don't really have to high ground.
You should be rested.
That's true. Yeah, we'll just walk down the corridor.
Yeah.
Okay, you get into the corridor. It is a...
Okay.
We get in.
Is there a control panel that's obvious?
Yeah, there's like a little button to like summon the lift.
Okay, press that. Oh, we're gonna end up really awkwardly in the lift with a bunch of Imperials.
There's going to be a bunch of nerds in there.
So the lift drops down. It opens up. There's one.
It's Emperor Palpatine.
There's one officer of
Right.
captain rank,
Oh,
and then
no.
there's a stormtrooper accompanying him, and then there's like one other like bureaucratic nerd who's just in the corner. The officer, he's stepping out at this point with a stormtrooper behind him. As he walks past Mare, he nods and says, "Captain Pisa."
I salute and say, "Captain."
Oh, you can't remember his last name. That's awkward.
No, I just say "Captain," like all right, mate, sort of thing.
Okay. He kind of looks at you as if like it would have been maybe a bit more polite, but he doesn't stop. He keeps walking.
Well, I don't know his name, so he's presumably one of the nerds we're meeting. So he's walking the other way. That doesn't matter. We don't have to do anything with them. We just need to go and plug in the destination, don't we?
Yeah. So you step into the lift.
Okay. I make a note of his face.
Is the bureaucrat still in there?
Yeah, the bureaucrat's still in there.
Okay. And the stormtrooper?
No, the stormtrooper's left with the captain. He was kind of like his guard or something, you think.
And how many men did they say that they got there? 2 or 3?
How do you mean?
They said that they had some people there that were going to expect us, and they're going to hijack the ship. How many people?
No. They said that they had some people on the ins. Didn't say you were meeting anyone. They specifically told you you weren't meeting anyone because they didn't want you to know anyone on the inside.
Did they say how many people there were on the inside or no?
2.
You think that they said about 2, yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to think, is it the stormtrooper and that captain, or is it the guy in here before we go and talk to them and presumably on the awkward lift ride?
Okay.
So, I mean, I would assume that it's the guard and not this bureaucrat, especially as they're not going to the same place. So we'll hop in the lift. I check the lift buttons, as one does, to see where this guy's going.
He's going to floor 4.
Okay.
Going up.
Oh, beautiful small talk.
Yeah, I press the closed door button.
He looks slightly surprised that a captain's actually fucking bothering to talk to him, and he says, "Yes."
Press the closed door button then.
Oh.
He kind of looks at you, thinking that you're close, decides that actually he leans across and presses the button rather than have the argument.
As one should, yeah.
I'll chat to him. I'll ask how he's doing. So I'll because I think I'm a lower rank, right? I mean, how normal?
Slightly.
Okay, so maybe it still wouldn't be normal to talk to him. I'll leave it. I think we're too different.
Okay, you all awkwardly stand in silence. The computer announces about 10 seconds later, level 4. The doors slide open. The bureaucrat steps out. Another person steps in. It looks to be a sergeant rank, and he goes to press button 5, realizes it's been pressed, and then doesn't do anything.
Okay, we walk out.
You're not level 5 yet.
Oh, I thought you said level 4 was.
You can step out if you want.
We walk out and immediately get back in.
You walk out, see the 4.
I'm like, oh, this isn't floor 5.
Reverse back in, and the guy looks at you like, "What a fucking idiot!
Stupid ship."
The lift goes up to the next floor. Only 10 seconds this time. It slides open. Level 5. Logistical Command Center.
Okay. I think we let this guy go out in front of us and then follow after him.
He walks out and he starts heading down the corridor.
Okay.
We follow and look for a terminal.
Okay. There aren't any terminals in the corridor. There are 2 doors to the right, 1 door to the left, and then 1 door at the end of the corridor.
Okay. I suppose we'll try and look in to each room as we walk past.
Are there windows on the doors?
No, they're blank metal doors. They do have small signs on each of them.
Okay. I think we need to make some kind of plan before we just walk into the room, because like either we need to go in with like you being the authority figure or something, or like I don't even know.
I think we need to pretend. We need to have a fake reason for being here.
Right.
I'm not saying this to them in front of the nurse.
No, we've let the other guy go.
Yeah. Gully, any ideas?
Yeah, I was about to say, let's turn to Gully.
What was Gully's voice again? Hey guys,
generic American.
Yeah, it was that. What you were just doing.
Well, geez, shucks, you know.
Well, that was fucking useless.
If you're a captain in the logistical part, would it be that suspicious for you to walk into the command center? Maybe we should just, all bravado, just go in, act like you in the right place, and just see what happens.
Yes, very resourceful of you, Gully. Let's do that. If anyone asks, I've got orders from higher up to change the destination of the ship.
Okay. You've got orders from higher up. That's the line we go with.
Yes. It's a need-to-know basis.
And we don't know.
All we know is that I've been instructed to manually change the destination. Okay? Right. Let's go. And we stroll down the corridor and we'll check the first room sign.
My anxiety is through the roof right now.
The first room sign is female toilet.
Gully, do you need the loo?
We keep walking.
We keep going.
The second door on the right is the male toilet.
I'm like, hold on, guys. Hold on.
I'll do a very pointed look at Mayor's character. Like,
you assume correctly, Leon. And I go to the loo.
Okay. Me and Gully, I'll go in and wash my hands, rather than just lurk outside.
Gully walks into and goes into a cubicle.
And locks the door.
I go to the cubicle next to Gully. I listen to him intently.
You hear the sound of a log hitting water.
And tears.
These fucking stupid assholes.
He's literally having an emotional breakdown in the toilet. He's
I come out and it looks like I've pissed myself again. We all come out looking super normal.
I'll point to the hand dryer and be like, dry yourself off before you go outside.
I wash my hands.
Okay.
About 1 minute later, Gully walks and washes and dries his hands.
Okay.
I've already left. I'm waiting in the corridor.
Right. We reset. Off we go.
Okay. There's one door left on. There's one door left on the left and one straight ahead of you.
Right. We'll read the door on the left.
Yeah.
The door on the left has no sign on it.
Shit.
Okay. We go and read the other door.
The other door says Logistical Command Center.
We go in there.
Right. Okay. Fine.
The other one's clearly a cupboard.
Okay, I mean, cupboard would be useful right now.
Mayor's character opens the door, say quickly to set the scene. It's a semicircular shaped room. There's a series of command nodes around the outside, and then a smaller semicircle inner room. There's lots and lots of chairs everywhere, but there's only actually one guy working in here that was the guy that was in the lift with you. He's sitting in the far left, and he's just typing away at a command center.
I whisper to Gully, "Gully, stay by the door. Stay guard.
Gully takes the command center closest to the door and pretends that he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to the guy and just I'll see what Mayor's character's doing, but I'll be trying to make small talk with him because we came with the lift.
Just to remind you, OT's character was the one who took the thing that needs to be plugged in.
Oh shit! Okay.
Why don't you just hand that to me, and
I'll hand it to you, and then I'll walk over to the guy.
Yeah. I'm going to find a terminal that this guy is not going to be able to see the monitor of.
Sure. Right. Okay, so you go to like the inner.
Sure, as long as he can't see it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll start doing whatever it is I need to do.
Yeah, sure. So you see there's a lot of commands, like that it's very, very complicated. Yeah. There is a little sort of socket which you can see though would fit the thing that you have. Like it's quite a specific shape.
I plug it in.
The computer says, "Welcome, Captain Pisa. How may I help you?"
Is it speaking to me or is this code?
Yeah, this is out loud.
Do I have to respond out loud to it?
Roll me a luck die.
Oh, Jesus. I need to roll a 1. I roll a 3.
You're not aware of any other option.
Okay. I just say, I can't believe. I'm going to try typing. I'm going to try typing something.
Okay, you hit the keyboards. The computer screen generates on. There's a enormous screen of kind of various different sort of folder icons for like various different things in the computer.
Oh my god, it's Windows XP.
It's Windows Vista, unfortunately. It doesn't actually say though what any of these icons are. It's set up in like a standard Imperial thing where like you need to have had quite a bit of training to be able to fully access
and I wouldn't have had that training.
No. It's unlikely, and you can't remember if you did anyway.
Fair. Okay, I say to it, what's the name of the ship that we're rerouting?
It is the Acclimator class cargo ship in orbit.
I say to it, reroute Acclimator class starship destination.
How loudly is he saying this, and can me and the other guy hear it?
I mean, there's no one else in the room. You two could probably make out what he was saying if you were listening.
I don't try and hide it. Because I'm meant to be here doing this.
Mayor's probably been faffing about 30 seconds. What have you been doing?
So, as I'm walking up to the guy, I won't slow down, but I will just have a quick look to see if he's got any obvious weapons on him.
Yeah, you can see that he has holstered a blaster, standard Imperial, at his right side.
Okay. Is he quite busy with his work, or is he just looking quite bored?
Yeah, he's looking intently at a screen. There's a lot of numbers. It appears that he's checking some sort of logistical data.
Okay, right. I need to think of some small talk. So, old 5th floor, eh? How are you finding it?
He turns and seeing your insignia, he stands, salutes, and says, "Oh, Commodore, I didn't realise that I was needing any kind of checks on this. I thought that I'd be able to handle checking that we'd sent off the last ship to the Acclimator."
Eddie, Sergeant, I'm just checking in on the old morale of those I command.
You sound like such a wet wipe.
He looks at you. he looks at you and he just goes, "Another day, another dollar."
Oh, okay. Just, I'm not sure that's the attitude. Actually, I'll be like, "Oh well." I won't be like, "Are you in this for the money?" But I am going to be like, So, how do you find working for the Empire?
It's a job. They're essentially the only major employer in the galaxy right now, so
yeah, it's true.
Sure.
It's very much a monopoly. And what are you doing today? What's your role?
Oh, I've just been tasked with checking that we got all the cargo loaded, and then I'm expecting a captain to arrive to type in the coordinates to the Imperial base that this is being sent off to for the war effort against the Rebel Alliance.
And are you waiting for a specific captain, or were you just told it was a captain?
Oh, I was told that it would be. He looks over your shoulder and goes, "Oh, well, Captain Pisa, of course."
Oh, of course. How much? I feel like this has been like 30 seconds now, or should we just keep going?
Yeah. This is about the point where Mayor has asked the machine now to start the rerouting process. So if we just cut quickly to Gully, Gully's left the module, and he's just sort of started nonchalantly walking towards the door back in the kind of direction of you and this sergeant, AT.
Okay.
Mayor, the computer then. So the computer sort of initialized. The computer now says, "Provide authentication codes, Captain Pisa."
I plug in the thing.
Yeah, okay, so it runs and it goes, "Authentication accepted. Rerouting cargo ship to the planet Irilas 3.
Right. Okay.
Cool. I unplug the stick and I leave the terminal.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, before that, sorry. I say, computer, confirm reroute, I don't know. Confirm rerouting has been successful.
Confirm reroute. Would you like to proceed with acclimator launch in 5 minutes?
I shout over to the sergeant. I say, "Has the last shipment been made?"
Bearing in mind that you didn't hear the conversation.
That's true. Although you said they could hear me if they were listening.
You were chatting to the computer, though. I think if we're assuming that
very preoccupied,
if we're assuming that OT was distracting him with conversation, then I think that you were being distracted with conversation too.
Okay, I'm just going to say yes. Confirm.
Right, that's a bold strategy.
Well, okay. They didn't say that it wasn't going to leave, did they? They said that they were going to hijack it. So I'm assuming that this is the plan and that they know when it's leaving. So I will say confirm.
The sergeant looks over, then turns to OT and says, "Great, well, I need it back in the cargo bay now. I just need to run some logistics on the ships coming back to make sure that we haven't picked up any damage in their reorbit."
Sounds like fantastic words, Sergeant. Stick at it. We're going to head down to the cargo bay now. And I guess, see you soon is the equivalent of guess what I'm going for here. I guess I'll see you around.
Have a nice life.
Yes.
As the sergeant gets up and he walks past the door, Gully, who's been sidling over, suddenly draws his pistol.
Oh, Gully.
Shoots the sergeant directly in the back of the head. Right. Turns to both of you and says, "Don't move."
I'll be like, "Gully, why?"
"You were never part of my crew, were you, Gully?"
He looks at you and says, "You don't have a crew."
that a little tear rolls down his face.
I sigh with relief.
Well, where's his pistol pointing?
It's currently pointing at you. He says, "Move over to the same corner as Commodore Leon. I want both of you to slowly place your pistols on the ground, slide them over. You make any move that those pistols face me, I shoot you right now."
Seems like we're going to be dead men soon anyway, Cassator.
Yeah, I think we're fucked.
So how close are we to Gully right now?
He stood by the door. OT is stood by the furthest command desk. Let's say OT would be about 12 meters away. And then Mayor, you're about 8 meters away currently, but he's asking you to move the 4 meters to go and stand over kind of where OT is.
And sorry, go on, OT.
Would I be able to take cover behind the desk?
Yeah, there's potential. There's like a couple of like stuff like that. So it's not like the room is completely barren. But right now, he's just pinpoint shot a guy in the back of the head. He is pistol trained at Mare. He could quite easily drop both of you if you try to rush him.
Oh God. I put my hands in the air and I slowly back away and I say, "What's going on, Gully, if that even is your name?"
My name's unimportant. All that you need to know is the plan is going exactly as it was meant to. And you two idiots have just delivered us a massive win for the Rebel Alliance.
Oh, what a nerd. Fuck's sake.
But so I still don't know like my past, if I would have had any allegiance to the Rebels or to the Empire, is that correct?
Correct.
I'm presuming by the situation I'm in right now that I'm no friend of the Rebels.
You can probably assume that, yeah.
Okay, well. Now seems like a pretty good time for an allegiance change, so what do you say you just let the weapon down and let us out of here?
I'll be like, what the fuck's happening? Okay.
Do you want to ask Gully what's happening?
Yeah. Or I'll be like, what's Gully? What's your plan? Like, how could this work?
We've been following my plan the entire time. Oh. You've been following the Rebels' plan the entire time. 2 days ago, Captain Dio Pisa, Commodore Leon Ino, flew from this base on a scheduled transport. They were hijacked by the Rebel Alliance, and we implanted some technology developed on the planet Camino into your spine. This technology wiped you so that you didn't know who you were. You see, we knew that we wanted to get a massive hijacking operation off on the Imperials. They're about to send weapons that could win them a planet, and we can't allow that to happen. But you see, the beauty of this plan is all we had to do was find 2 Imperial officers, and then we just get them to redirect it for us. You've always been Dio Pisa and Leon.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Well,
what a twist.